Hey folks, Keep the 93 Lumber coming back at you with another beer. This is... I don't know if I've said that a beer is exciting recently, but this is an exciting beer because this is probably... I don't know if I would call it my favorite beer now because I haven't had it in so long, but this was a beer that I would buy cases of so that I had it. But it is St. Peter's Organic English Ale. Aromas of apple and marmalade with a clean, crisp finish. It is organic. 4.8% alcohol by volume. This clean, crisp, copper-colored traditional English ale is made with organically grown malted barley, organic Marynka? Marynka, and it's capitalized, so I'm not sure what that is. And organic First Gold hops. It has a pleasing aroma of apples with hints of dark marmalade on the palate. Historical notes. St. Peter's Brewery is located in a medieval hall in a remote... oh, jeez. My brain just fucking was like, no more reading. Anyway, St. Peter's Brewery is located in a medieval hall in a remote and beautiful corner of Suffolk. I don't know. When I say stuff out loud, sometimes it sounds wrong, which is probably the case. But there, our beers begin their lives deep below the brewery with water drawn from a pure source, as it has been for over 700 years, essential for the full flavor and pure character of all St. Peter's beers. Our beautiful flask-shaped oval bottle is a faithful copy of one produced circa 1770 for Thomas Gerard of Gibbstown, just across the Delaware River from Philadelphia. This original is now kept at St. Peter's Hall and is a rare example of an oval 18th century beer bottle. Oh, that's neat. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't had this in a while because the last time... don't remember if it was a few years ago or exactly how long ago it was. But I bought some, and they don't do just put the whole thing in there. There you go. I believe this number on here is a batch number, and they don't date the bottles. Or at least they didn't when I picked them up. And it was not, and it was old. It was oxidized. It was, it was not that enjoyable. So I haven't really found them, but these I believe are the newer labels. And so, yeah, hopefully this isn't old. Yeah, coppery, kind of honey kind of thing. But yeah, slightly hazy. Let's see what it smells like. Wow. It really does smell like apples. Yeah, apples. Little malt in there. A little bit of... I really should have left some space on the top, but... yeah. Apples. There's a little bit of like a malt sweetness in there. And now it's all over my nose. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. It's a little different than what I remember it being, but it's fucking good. Yeah. That apple-y thing comes across in the taste. But there is kind of like a bitter, I like, other than reading it on the label, I probably wouldn't have said marmalade, but I can see where they're going with that. Yeah. It's a little bit more bittering than I remember it, but that might just be me. Because when I was buying cases of it was like, I don't know, 6 years ago, something like that. My palate's changed a bit in that time, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Nice little, like, I don't know if I would go caramel, but the sweetness in here reminds me of something. Man. But it's like it would be like a light caramel. Or maybe like a light brown sugar or something. Mm-mm. And there is kind of like a syrupy characteristic to this. Because it is a bit the mouthfeel is pretty dense. I don't really talk about mouthfeel unless it like is draws my attention to it. But yeah, this is a bit of a hefty beer, which, I mean, for 4.8%, it's kind of awesome because it's a bit more fuller and it tastes good and it's only 4.8%. So yeah, I wonder if maybe I'll go back to where I got this and see if I can get. I'm not drinking as much still. But having a case of this on hand would be nice, just as a drinking beer, you know. So yeah, really cool to try this again. One that isn't like oxidized and whatnot. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. You can like this video if you'd like to. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber. That's spelled out 93lumber. And we will see you in the next one. Cheers.